Hey, good morning. Good morning. Morning. Morning, morning. Morning. Hey, nobody in there, what? Good morning, Constructive Talk. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. 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 But nobody responding, boy. Let's I come off this live, yes? Morning, 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 morning. Only say morning now. Somebody say, good morning, Pastor Google. Morning. Oh, yeah. Hear what now? I couldn't wait till tonight. I had to come on. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. Felicia was on our morning show attacking my member of parliament. Felicia was on a morning show attacking my member of parliament earlier. Felicia was on a morning show this morning attacking my member of parliament. All you could tell me about this woman? On a morning show, you know, attacking my member of parliament. Attacking him. So I run out this morning for my member of parliament. You can't attack my member of parliament just so, and I go sit down and take that. No, Felicia. You want to attack my member of parliament? Because you talking the truth? So Felicia attacking my member of parliament, Mr. Brian Manning. That's what she doing. She attacking Brayo. You understand? Know your place. Know your place, young lady. You attacking my member of parliament. You serious? You serious? You attacking Brayo? Look, we fighting for Brayo. San Fernando East people will have to come out in defense of we member of parliament. Right? Only need to come out and defend Brayo. We cannot allow Felicia to be attacking me member of parliament like this. So what? He can have a descending view. And because his view is so powerful and true, Felicia have a problem with it. She have a problem that Brian is educating and informing the people of Trinidad and Tobago. That is her problem with our member of parliament. I couldn't stay quiet to this one. I could not sit back and let Felicia attack my member of parliament. Right? All you want to know what I'm talking about? Jump on the live. Share the live. This disrespectful, out of place. PSA president. Out of place. Out of place. Only need to share the live. You understand? The PSA president attacking my member of parliament. My member of parliament you attacking? Nah, man. For what? What you attacking him for? For talking the truth? For talking things that you don't want people to know? Oh yeah. We can't sit down and allow this. We cannot sit down and allow this. We have to open up our mouth. You understand? We have to open up our mouth and tell Felicia, know your place. Know your place, young lady. Know your place.
Mm-hmm. Trinidad. To leave here, boy, you must be mad. This is the land of milk and honey, rum and coke and easy money. While those verses we were singing, alarm bells kept on ringing. Pundits on each pulpit saying, oh heart and our soul decaying. Suddenly we wake up to a living nightmare, not bliss. While editorials ask, how did we ever come to this? But so long we hear it, you got to stand up and be counted. But daily we're intimidated. Every day our next to witness silence while we recoil from the violence. In our land there is a crisis. Broke police, unruly ISIS, while sweet revenge gangs exacting. Police commissioner still acting Trinbago. It's high time we separate the goat from the sheep. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when they have to reap, while them police busy playing hide and seek. We're facing the world when we had to reap. Hey, oh yeah, oh. Save our land, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh yeah, oh yeah. In our schools, kids getting on. We're fighting, making porn. Our school girls, you won't believe. Live MMA, they're pulling weave. Check the vibes, they're living by. Dance all slackness, get rich or die. Alkaline to Movado. Mention maestro, they don't know. No morals, no ethics. There is a centrifugal black hole. Lord, we must move quick to wake their conscience and save their soul. So long we've been hearing evil triumphs when good men do nothing. No triggers pump while words be fraughting, and while church attendance real low. Protest back plus them casino, while black market prices haggling. Through our ports, big guns they smuggling. Spanish women are hot like their music. Saucy salsa human.
And I just find like people not coming on the live. When you come on the live, I want to show you what is going on. I want to play for you this woman called the woman from the PSA attacking my member of parliament for talking his truth. We serious? Are we serious? Trinidad and Tobago by the world extension. Are we serious? I don't come out this hour. This hour is not my time to be on this live. But when I saw that video this morning, somebody sent me that video. I said, this lady, we serious? We serious? Only we can't be serious. We cannot be serious. And you know what upsets me is that, all right, so it happened this morning. Let me see if my people going to come out and put this woman in her place. Put Felicia in her place. She has to be put in her place. You are downright disrespectful. Brand didn't disrespect you on my program. And it's on my program he's talking about, because it's my program. He made his statements. It's on Constructive Talk. He made his statements. So I have to come out and defend him. I have to come out and put you in your place. You understand? But we will tell you this. This is what we will tell you. You want to know something? This is what we want to tell you, Felicia. This is what we want to tell you. You listening? Think I listen to this, Felicia. This is what we want to tell you.
They're coming outside the Prime Minister's office every week and they're shouting at me in case I have it in my pocket to give them. Well, let me tell them tonight, many of you who enjoy that back pay, who's shouting for that back pay, you may get the back pay and lose your job. They're coming outside the Prime Minister's office every week and they're shouting at me in case I have it in my pocket to give them. Well, let me tell them tonight, many of you who enjoy that back pay, who's shouting for that back pay, you may get the back pay and lose your job. They're coming outside the Prime Minister's office every week and they're shouting at me in case I have it in my pocket to give them. Well, let me tell them tonight, many of you who enjoy that back pay, who's shouting for that back pay, you may get the back pay and lose your job.
Dr. Rowley warned them. Dr. Rowley warned them. He told them, many of you who shouting for your back pay, calling for your back pay, want your back pay, would get your back pay and may very well lose your job. But I want to litigate. So Felicia was on our program this morning. I just want to show she alone. I want to show the person on the program. Showing Felicia alone. Yeah, Felicia Thomas. We will show Felicia alone on the screen. The PSA president. The disrespectful PSA president attacking my member of parliament. Only want to hear her? Listen to Felicia's excuses. Lying excuses. Right? Listen. I want to listen to Felicia. Listen, eh? Listen. Share the live now, man. Share it. Share the live. This is what made me come out this early. And I don't come out so early. This is what made me come out this early, today. Just to deal with this. And if I could get Mr. Manning on the phone, I get him on the phone. And we deal with this. They can't take truth. So I want to play for you first what Mr. Manning said that irritated them. See, this statement here is what upset the whole party.
Even if it was approved tomorrow morning, right? You still have to go through the work cards and time cards of every single public servant that falls under this agreement. That's close to 100,000 plus people, right? And it has to be done manually. You have to bring in people who are on vacation from the public service. You'll have to hire contractors, and they will have to work around the clock between now and then. I went through this 2 years ago. It was a painful process, and we still couldn't complete it by until about March or April, right? And that was 2 years ago. There is absolutely no chance of public servants receiving 10% before Christmas 2025. There's no chance of that, even if they agree tomorrow morning, which they have not and will not. And plus, besides that, there's no allocation in the budget for it. The government cannot legally make that payment without coming to Parliament to have it approved. It is not possible.
So that was Mr. Manning's truth. He spoke truth to power on the program. Somebody asking, this live? Yes, it live. I come out early because I want to defend my member of parliament. He was disrespected based on what he said on my show. So I want to defend him. I want to bring to your awareness. I want to show you guys how the PSA president is aware of constructive talk. She is aware of constructive talk. So she went after my member of parliament today on our morning show. Listen to what Felicia had to say. Share the live. Share the live. Share the live.
Hey, Miss Thomas, how are you?
I am good. How are you?
I am fine. You're sure you're good? Because I'm watching this news report here where the CPO, you say, apparently is stolen. You're sure you're good?
Well, yeah, Mr. Fon. I gave a commitment to the membership, and I totally intend to ensure that comes a reality.
Okay.
As soon as the Minister of Finance made his announcement of 10%,
right,
I wrote the CPO immediately.
Okay.
And I gave dates in that week. It was the 13th. I gave that Thursday, and the following week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. the CPO's office, and by the way, let me just say, acting CPO, Wendy Barton is who I've been communicating with. The CPO is on some leave. The acting CPO responded to me indicating that they are doing calculations and they await the wrapping up of the budget discussions as well as the written instructions from the Minister of Finance. So that was the first excuse.
Okay.
They now have the written instructions from the Minister of Finance, so they can no longer use the minister as an excuse. He gave his commitment publicly, and then he gave it in writing.
Okay.
Last week, I wrote again to the CPO office, and I proposed today, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, 4 days this week, for us to meet to get this off on the table. Let us treat with the public officers back pay. They have been waiting, and they have been waiting long enough.
Right.
I have not, up to today, gotten a response from the CPO office, and that I can call nothing else but a delay. What is the reason for not coming to the table as yet? And I don't know what calculations the CPO office could be doing on their own, unless they come to the table,
because
they put forward their offer, and we commence the negotiations.
Right.
There's nothing for them to calculate. As a matter of fact, the minister's instructions would be very clear. What are they calculating?
Yeah, because...
So I see this, Stefan, as delay. And if they continue to delay, we will have to force them around the table.
Okay, but how do you force them around the table?
I will go to his office.
Okay.
The membership and we will go to his office. And I'm saying that now publicly to the membership. We will do what we have to do.
Okay.
But this cannot be delayed any further by the CPO. An instruction is an instruction. And this notion of inability to pay, and allow me to be a little free, because I keep seeing this fool, this idiot, Brian Manning. He keeps talking about
who is Felicia calling a fool, an idiot? Who is Felicia calling a fool and an idiot? Not my member of parliament. Not my member of parliament who's soon to be a duke, who's soon to get his doctorate. You calling a fool and an idiot? Because he telling the nation the truth? He not selling you dreams? Well, let me be real now. We going to allow this? Because he came on our program, Constructive Talk, we going to allow Felicia to disrespect him? He came on our program and he was explaining it on our program. Nah, man. Nah. Come on, Constructive Talk people. Come on. Better than that. We have to defend it. We have to defend him. Come on. Are we serious? Are we going to allow Felicia to disrespect our guests? Going on another program and disrespecting our guests? We allowing that? Eh? Nah, man. Let me play some more.
The inability of it to be paid, and I saw him bullshit. We will do what we have to do.
Okay.
But this cannot be delayed any further by the CPO. An instruction is an instruction. And this notion of inability to pay, and allow me to be a little free, because I keep seeing this fool, this idiot, Brian Manning. He keeps talking about the inability of it to be paid, and I saw him boasting about, even if I sign today, that the public officers have to manually calculate it, and that's so impossible. That is a disgrace to hear Brian Manning say, and it's a disgrace because he's speaking about the state that his party left the public service in.
Yeah.
But for some reason, although he's saying that, for some reason, when they made a promise to pay by Christmas, it could happen. And if it could happen when they make the promise, it could happen now for public officers.
Yeah. I mean, I
and the reality is, let me add to that, Stefan. If they were prepared to pay 4%, because they came boldly and they said, back pay for Christmas when they were offering 4%. They were ready to pay. And if you were ready to pay 4%, all you have to do is recalculate to cater for 10%. It ain't no hard maths to do that.
Okay. But
so
I want to find out.
The notion of difficulty to pay that they are trying to create, the reality is it is not difficult.
Okay.
The government made a promise. They have kept their promise, and I will accept no delay from any CPO office trying to hold back these negotiations from progressing and from concluding on behalf of public officers.
Let me just ask you something, Felicia. The court, you all still have that 4% matter in the court?
Yes, it remains in the court, and until we sign 10%, we have an agreed and signed 10%. That is when we would have something to say that we can remove the matter from the court.
But this matter, but the matter being in the court does not stop or delay the negotiation process from starting.
No, it doesn't.
All right.
It doesn't.
Just to be clear here, now the minister said, and if I'm not mistaken, the instruction was to the CPO to start the negotiations at 10%.
Yes.
Now, I mean, I just showing it out here. Obviously, in a negotiation, and you being the president of the PSA, or how many other unions are going to join these negotiations, or whatever the case might be, obviously, you're not going to start at 10%.
Well, that's just the starting point.
That's the starting point.
When we get around the table, that's the starting point.
Okay, but you are satisfied.
Just the starting point.
Would you be satisfied and your membership satisfied if the CPO says 10%? And he doesn't.
All right. I had enough of that. So here what now, Leo? Seeing that the bacchanal or the drama start on this show, let me end it on the show. Let me end it here. Only what I tell you, seeing that the drama start on this show, let me end it on this show. Morning show for morning show. Morning show for morning show. Let me go. You know what I'm going to do, right? Only know what I'm going to do. Listen what I'm going to do. Only feel this thing easy. Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Hey, I real good. I defending you here now. I defending you.
For?
Listen to me, this woman disrespectful.
So the Lord and the truth will be my defender. You know how to defend me?
I like you. Listen now. So that, you know, that says to me, Mr. Manning, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
To all the listeners of Constructive Talk here now. I don't do no morning show, you know. I just do my show in the night. But after I heard this young lady this morning disrespecting you.
With a disrespectful self.
I said, no, I had to come off for my member of parliament. No, you can't do. And let me tell you why at doing this morning show. You would have come out, I would have called you to explain to Trinidad and Tobago the process of them getting their back pay.
Yep.
That is all really, you know. But you see, the program so popular because you didn't talk this on no other media house.
None.
The only platform you talk that on is here.
Only with my pastor Google.
Thank you. So that means that they are aware Mr. Manning, they are aware of this program.
Yes.
And it's a threat to them. So
yeah, they can't avoid it. They can't avoid that or the truth. The same PSA president, Miss Felicia, they think she don't want to talk about the 65 retirement age at all. That is not an issue all of a sudden. She don't talk about that. But what she is saying here, they asked her in the same interview, would you commit to 10% or would you be asking for more than 10%? Lady, they could barely pay the salaries that they pay now. Right? The salaries coming late, it coming short, or not coming at all. If they agree right now, they have to manually go and check our 27,000 public servants, whatever the number is, to manually check those cards to see what needs to be paid. The last time we did that, it took months. We had to put people from all across the public service and all kind of contract workers to get it done. It took months. She expects to do that between now and Christmas. When people go on holiday, from the 15th to the 20th, that's when holidays start. And we have to go back to Parliament to approve the appropriation. If that happens, this lady is either not being truthful or she's just not very bright. I don't know which one it is yet. I'm trying to understand. I hope it is some smart game she play with people, right? Because I can't believe that anybody could be this clueless. But if she is so confident that public servants will get back pay before Christmas, she should offer to resign if they do not. Let me see her do that. Offer to resign. If they don't get their back pay, leave.
Thank
Go about
you.
your business. Bye, Felicia. Bye.
Wow.
Go about your business.
Wow.
This lady, I don't know who she's trying to fool. I don't know who she's talking about. It's not a take it or leave it scenario where they have to take 10%. They can ask for more. Lady, they could barely pay what they pay now. I don't know what world is for living in, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where do you think is funding coming from? Is she not listening to the budget?
But listen to this, Mr. Manning. The Minister of Finance. So in the whole gist of things, we now going to understand that the CPO is on vacation. So there's an acting CPO. So here what? Let's just juxtapose. Let's just come up with a conspiracy theory that the CPO who not acting, the real CPO. Let's just say he's a PNM and he's stalling the negotiations. He's stalling the talks.
Old talk.
No, but
old talk. They just want to use the CPO as a scapegoat.
But
the only person who promised payments before Christmas was Miss Felicia. No, the government didn't say that. The opposition didn't say that. Miss Felicia jumped out herself and decided to claim that we expect back pay before Christmas. Anybody with sense knows that is just not possible.
Wow.
She put herself back herself into this corner, and now she's looking for a scapegoat to blame. And she can't blame the government because she in cahoots with them. So she had to blame the poor CPO. It's not the CPO fault.
Wow.
Not the CPO's fault.
Wow. So
the whole PSA board on different boards across this country, all of them on the government payroll, but they want to say they're working for public servants. Nonsense.
Wow. Here now. When I hear her this morning, I said, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. All Mr. Manning would have done was explain. You didn't even attack her. You didn't say, well, extra. Nope. All you did was explain to Trinidad and Tobago. You all hear what? That is impossible. Today is Tuesday. Today's Tuesday.
Correct.
So she has to meet with, and the CPO, I saw what the CPO said that he will meet with the PSA at the end of November. I saw that on Guardian Media.
Mr. Pastor Google, I came to the people of Trinidad and Tobago and I spoke the truth. Miss Felicia seems to have difficulty with telling the truth. She cannot expect any payment by Christmas. That is not happening. It's not even in the budget. It's not even allocated, not even a minimum amount. We would have to go back to Parliament after the calculation to approve the additional funds. All of that between now and when? December 15th? December 20th? Not possible.
Wow.
This lady malfunctioning. It's sad. It's sad that the public servants of this country have this kind of misrepresentation. And when she's called to account, she wants to now insult people with all kind of nonsense. We don't insult. We want facts. Facts is what we want, and we cannot seem to get that from this PSA president. The public servants need to tell Ms. Felicia it's time to head out. They need somebody who willing to tell them the truth to represent them.
Mr. Manning, I sent you something on your phone. Because let me tell you something. You see propaganda? I'm not on the propaganda thing. But I wanted to read the channel because I just sent you on your phone. Take a
Chief Personal Officer.
Wait. Take your time. Take your time and read it because we're not on propaganda. We want to tell people the truth. We want to give people proper information. Tell the people what you tell them.
Yes, this is who? CNC3, right?
Yeah.
Chief Personnel Officer, CPO Commander Dr. Daryl Dindial, says he anticipates the 10% wage negotiations with the Public Services Association, the PSA, to begin in the last week of November, when he returns to the country as he is currently abroad on business. That is what it says. The CPO could be here today. Negotiations could have started a week ago. It still wasn't going to be concluded and people get paid before December 25th. That is nonsense. That is nonsense. I mean, the PSA president has to know better than this. But now that she's been called to account, she wants to resort to insults, calling people names.
Yes,
so
and we'll have none of it.
But I realize that's the best she can do. It's the best she can do. So, I leave her to it.
This is really, constructive talk really hotting up the place,
Yeah.
They can't take we, They can't take we talking truth.
There's something called the IHRIS software platform, which is where all public servants are paid. It's about 15,000 plus civil servants alone. Excuse me. And that has to be populated. And to populate that, it has to be done manually, different pay cards. All the people who would have been employed during that period that is being negotiated, and some of them have retired, some of them are not there anymore, their pay cards also have to be calculated. Then it has to be manually processed and inserted into the system. That will take at least 2 to 3 months. At least. When we did it, we had to hire people from outside of the public service. We had to get people from across the public service. Had about 3 or 4 floors in the Ministry of Education filled with people trying to get this thing done in a short a possible time as we could. It cannot be done in a month. And anybody who in the public service knows that. What Ms. Felicia promised people, I don't know why she would have done that. But she backed herself into a corner, and now when she's called to account, she want to come out blaming everybody else and accusing everybody else and insulting everybody else. She needs to hold herself to account. What she did was inexcusable. She gave people false hope and was telling them something that just could not possibly be true. And she should resign if she believes that they could pay back pay the public servants before December 25th. And if they don't do it, she should resign as the PSA president.
Wow. But here now, I had to call you, I couldn't allow this to roll over to tonight. This was too fresh. This was too important.
And I was being nice, I was being nice to you.
Very nice. But very nice.
Now she bringing out the Marabella in me. She bringing out the Marabella. I was trying to be good. Trying to be nice.
I know about the Marabella. I don't know about the Marabella. I know about the Marabella.
The Batu Avenue. She bring out the Batu Avenue.
I know about the Batu Avenue either. I know about the Anyway, leave that alone. Mr. Vadik, you know easy that boy. You just keep... So when is Parliament again, Mr. Manning?
Well, they can call it, right? But we go on recess very soon. It should be early December, I think, is when recess will begin. But they can call Parliament at a moment's notice. That's up to the government. But we're a long way from that. The negotiations haven't even started yet.
But okay, right. But that's what I'm saying. So
we just read. Refer to Parliament after negotiations are concluded and after the calculations are also been done, so that they know the quantum that has to be paid. So that is a long way away.
You know, Mr. Manning, this is not going to go down good, you know.
You telling me I don't why Miss Felicia decided to back herself into a corner and tell people a blatant untruth. I have no idea. But now she's going to have to answer for it.
This is not going to go down good at all, Mr. Manning. And I somehow or the other, I am of the opinion that people are going to be very disappointed. But I'm hearing where she's selling people a dream also, and saying, oh, public servants are saying to her that if they don't get it, they will understand, and they didn't get nothing, and whatever.
That does not change the reality that she told them that she made a promise to them to get them back pay by December 25th. She made a promise. Nobody else. So who should have to answer for it?
Way boy.
She made that promise. No, the government didn't do it. The CPO didn't do it. She did it herself. And that's why I say there's a problem with politicized trade unions. Trade union leaders have no business standing on a political platform trying to elevate themselves, sitting on state boards, eating from the government trough, while also representing their membership. That is a clear conflict of interest, and it should never happen. So instead of holding the government to account, she's now trying to pacify and protect the government at the same time. It's not the Minister of Finance fault, right? It's the CPO fault. Who's the CPO employed by? Who does the CPO take instructions from? But she's desperately trying to protect the government while trying to throw the CPO under the bus for her mistake. And that's the problem. We cannot have politicized trade unions. That is a conflict of interest, a conflict of terms. It is an oxymoron. It should never happen.
Wow. Well, this is not going to end here.
Fine with me. Like I say, I have the truth and the good Lord on my side. So where it ends, I'm not worried about.
Wow, boy. Wow. Well, this is really interesting. This is really, really interesting. And we're going to keep the nation abreast on how this goes.
Yes, sir. I'll be here. That's my job, to tell the people of this country the truth and to hold this government and these politicized trade unions to account. And I will definitely do just that.
All right. I will do that.
All right.
Yes, man. So thanks again.
All the best to you, sir, and all the best to your listeners. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah, no.
And don't let Miss Felicia disturb your good, proper Christmas vibes, please. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome, sir. And this is an impromptu show, and they would like to see what people are on the live already.
No, but this lady, she's upsetting people. I want to call people names in the process. They want to hear your insults. They want to hear why it is you promise to go back pay when you should know that it's not possible for them to get back pay before Christmas. You made that promise.
Yeah.
Don't call me into your bacchanal.
Wow.
Explain to us why it is that you will tell people something that is just not possible.
Interesting. Well, Mr. Manning, keep your phone close, because we know that this is going to be a continuous educational process for the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension the world.
I am happy to educate everyone, including Miss Felicia, because she needs some education.
Thank you very much, bro.
All the best. Take care.
Yeah, man. So, Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, those of you who are outside Trinidad and Tobago, who are logged on to the live, you just heard it. My Member of Parliament, Mr. Brian Manning, explaining again to you guys that you all are being sold a dream. Miss Felicia is going about selling people a dream. But I really want you all to look at the statement. Oh yeah, let me just wrong a little bit. Let me move around a little bit. Well, you seeing that? You all seeing that? Look at that there. The chief personal officer made a statement. He said the last week of November is when he returns to the country as he is what? So, Felicia, spare us. Please. Spare us. Please. Please. So those of you out there who want to continue allowing people to sell your dreams, just remember this.
They're coming outside the Prime Minister's office every week and they're shouting at me in case I have it in my pocket to give them. Well, let me tell them tonight, many of you who enjoy that back pay, who's shouting for that back pay, you may get the back pay and lose your job.
Just remember that. Just remember. I wonder if I could take some quick calls. Anybody want to call in and tell me what's your view? You want to know what we're talking about? Well, we were just talking to Mr. Brian Manning on statement made by Miss Felicia Thomas about his comment on public servants getting their back pay for Christmas. Mr. Manning would have made it abundantly clear that the process is difficult. It's difficult. Now we're seeing where the CPO is saying, here what going on now, here what going on now, here what going on now. Me tell you this, I'm not coming back until the end of November. So clearly you know that they're not going to get it. Who's stalling? Nobody not stalling you. Somebody saying public servants, if they sleep in, had to be, I tell you, this place under a spell, you know. This place is under a spell. So the number to call 323-0576. 323-0576. 323-0576. Call in, tell me what's your view now. Talk to me. You heard Mr. Manning, you heard Felicia. What's your take on it? You heard, we read for you what the CPO is saying. Where's your vibes? Where's your vibes? Somebody saying what? Felicia did not know the CPO is out of the country. I don't know. It look so. No, she knew. She knew. She knew because she said it in the interview with it this morning. Where she knew because she told us who was the acting CPO. So she knew. She knew that he was out of the country. So nobody calling in. I could end the live. Okay. So join me later on this evening. We will continue this discussion. Later on this evening, we will continue this discussion. Because I know that it will make news when the CPO is saying that he coming in the country at the end of the month. If he coming in the country at the end of the month, how possible is it for PSA workers? The window has now closed in smaller. The window has now closed in smaller. But we are hopeful that you public servants get your back pay. Somebody's asking Pastor Google, is she playing games with workers? I don't know. I don't know. I think she maybe just genuinely have a zeal. Right? PSA members and workers sleeping. Something wrong. Nothing wrong. This is what the people voted for. The people voted for 10%. They believe that they are going to get it 10%. If they don't get it by Christmas, they're going to get it sometime. All right? So I think I'm going to end the live here. Talk to you guys later on this evening. All right? I'll talk to you guys later on this evening. I have a big song to play later on this evening. You know. I can give you a taste. I'll give you all a taste of the song, but you have to join me later this evening to get the whole song. I wonder if you all just heard me. Here what Saint told you. You have to join me later to hear the whole thing.
Jesus. Baila, baila, what? Jesus. I warn all you did not listen to me. You say yellow is the cold, so you wet and you push me. But look what's happening now, I go 6 months and even pass. In every nook and corner, the poor man catching the ass. You didn't like it, Rowley, he too arrogant.
So, if you want to hear the whole song, you have to come on the live later and encourage somebody to come on to hear the new Soca Parang by Kukru.
Jesus. Baila, baila, what? Jesus.
Camila, making me suffer. Making me suffer.
I warn all you did not listen to me. You say yellow is the cold, so you wet and you push me. But look what's happening now, I go 6 months and even pass. In every nook and corner, the poor man catching the ass. You didn't like it, Rowley.
So you have to come on the live later to hear the whole song. I'm not playing the whole song now. I'm playing the whole song later, 8 o'clock. Join Money Live. Invite a friend. Thank you very much for this nice shortened version of Constructive Talk. Yep. Right? Thank you very, 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 very much. What somebody said, this song better be blast on all radio stations. Well, I hear you. But as I said just now, if you want to hear the whole song, you have to join me later this evening at 8 o'clock, where I'll play the whole song. Right? The whole song. Alright? So, have a good rest of the day. Right? I won't. Alright? So, join me back on here later this evening. Thank you all very much for joining me on Constructive Talk, a short version of Constructive Talk.
They're coming outside the Prime Minister's office every week and they're shouting at me in case I have it in my pocket to give them. Well, let me tell them tonight, many of you who enjoy that back pay, who's shouting for that back pay, you may get the back pay and lose your job.
In 5 months, this UNC government has withdrawn $1 billion US. $1 billion US from the Heritage and Stabilization Fund. In 5 months of being in office, they've taken out $400 million US. From our reserve accounts at the central bank, they have taken out $600 million. I was asking two of the leading banks in Trinidad and Tobago last week, did they get an increase in the supply of US dollars in the last 5 months? The unequivocal answer was no. So where has that US $1 billion gone that has now dropped our foreign reserves and our import cover to almost 5 months? And when we go below that, we will end up at the IMF according to the formulas.
We're coming. Oh.
understand? I'm standing up for that old crew. When Kamala come back in, that's the day. All the people who've been suffering won't suffer no more. Vote for change. Vote for Kamala.
Choose a leader. That's the most relevant question today.